everybody. Decided to make a new blog today and talk about some shit that I've been wanting to talk about for a really long time, and I should have talked about a long time ago. Something that almost everybody deals with. I'm sure everybody has eventually. Shit. Everybody I know has, anyway. It's the whole love thing, you know. Let's see. It's like you got love, and you got hurt, and heartache, and lost, and happiness, and everything that goes along with it. It's good being in love, isn't it? See, I'm one of those people who believe you can be in love at any age. As long as you know that person's, I don't know, there's something about them, you know. You can see their sparkle, you can see their glow. Even if you're not around them, you could see it. You could see it in the way they talk to you, the way they type to you, the way they do anything to you. You could just tell that this person fucking loves me, you know. But with almost every bit of love, there always comes after the fact, after the relationship. You know, what do you do once the person you love is no longer in your life? When is it time to move on? Do you give up loving that person, or do you just move on just to make yourself happy? There's so much to talk about. I don't know if I could fit it all in a 10-minute movie. But yeah, it's just got everything that goes along with it, you know? It's like, I've been in love so many times. Like 3 times it counted. Yeah, 3 times it counted. 2 of which I was in a relationship with, 1 I wasn't. Been close to love a lot of times, but only 3 times I actually consider myself deep in love. And there's a difference between love and lust and all that. Brian explains it in the 7 Demos project. Go check him out. I mean, he explains it a lot better than I could. But love has so much shit, you know. And so I'm not going to talk about what love is. You know what love is. I'll talk about how to deal with the fact afterwards, you know. Like, let's say the worst possible thing comes and y'all break up. Y'all go your separate ways, whatever you want to call it. And it's like, how do you deal with that? I mean, do you just move on? Go off and find somebody else? I mean, do you know, you just never know. It's like, how do you deal with the fact? I know for me, it depended on the person. One person, I was the first person I loved. I completely stopped contact with her whatsoever. It didn't help that she went out with my best friend after me, then my other best friend after that. But I just completely stopped all contact with her. Then you got another person that I absolutely loved. Once again cheated on me with a good friend. And it's like with her, I once again lost contact with her. I tried for a really long time. But we're just at 2 different points, you know. And the last person I loved, it was just, I don't know, once we went our separate ways, I moved up here, and long distance got to us. I knew it was coming for so long, you know. I was raised by 3 females, and my mom and both my sisters. So I'm so much more, I don't know, I can pick up on all the female shit so easily. Like, if you talk to me different in a chat log, I could figure it out and know something's wrong. Even if you don't say, hey, something's wrong, just the way you say hello or the way you start your conversation, I could tell if something's off. And so nothing really comes as a surprise to me anymore. Sometimes, every now and then, I'll get the one person that surprises me with something that I didn't see coming. And that's amazing, you know, unless it sucks, and it's not amazing. But, I don't know. It's like, let's say you're out of that relationship now. Whether it's been a few weeks, a few days, a few years, whatever, and then somebody else comes along. How do you deal with it? I mean, it's like your heart belongs to somebody else, but yet your feelings for this other person are growing. It's like, I've had that happen so many times where I just couldn't make myself be in a relationship because my heart wasn't mine. My heart was given away to somebody else, and I haven't got it back yet. And they owned it with all their being, and I just couldn't do it. And that happens a lot, you know. But for me, what I said, you know, lately is, instead of throwing away all the feelings that you have for that person, put them in a box, you know. Box them up, put them aside. Don't forget about them, but just put them aside. And then one day, if you want to open that box again, then do it. If not, then send it away. Put it in the back of your closet, you know. Let it get all dusty, covered in clothes and all that shit. Let it go back there with all the socks that you can't find for 2 years, you know. But I don't know, it's just like, once I love somebody, I don't quit, you know. I never officially stop loving that person. I move on, but I still have a place in my heart for that person. And so I can never fully quit, you know. Especially my first love. My first love is always going to be there for me. Even though me and her don't talk anymore, she's always going to have a spot with me, you know. And it's just one of those things where you never forget your first time, your first time, your first love, all that first shit. It's hard to forget. And I know I can't forget it. You might, but I can't. Gosh, forever. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, when's the right time, you know? So I know some people that can get out of a long relationship and they're good to go in 2 days, 3 days, a week, 2 weeks, you know. But for me, I just never could. I guess that's the downfall of being raised by 3 females. It's just one of those things that you have to deal with, you know. And I know it sucks, but I'm glad that I am. I said I could pick up on shit that most other guys can't. I know how to, I don't know, it's not the right times to buy them little flowers or little gifts or little pick-me-ups, you know. I just know all that shit. Not all the time, so I'm not bragging or nothing, but you pick up on it, you know. You sit there and listen to your sisters cry for hours, you know, because so-and-so, you know, did this to them, whatever. And then you don't do that, you know. You learn it and you keep it with you the whole time. So once you grow up, it's with you. You don't have to worry about all that shit no more. I don't know, there's so much shit in my head right now that I want to get out, but I don't know how. So I just sat in the shower just a minute ago for like almost an hour. Luckily we have a big ass hot water heater, so that works really good. But I was in there for so long. My legs were shaking, my body was shaking, but I don't know why. But I mean, I just stayed there. It just felt so good, you know, it's like you're rinsing away all the bad. And once you get out, you're so clean and just so, I don't know, I love showers. And I shaved, so that was good. And my legs were all nice and no hair. I mean, I didn't shave them all the way, but I did with an electric razor. My arms I didn't worry about, but that's just pretty much every bit of hair on my body.